Hi everyone, it's Tammy, and we are going to be making another card using the Lift Me Up stamp set. I just really have been enjoying this stamp set. So this is a bonus card, Lift Me Up with the Up and Away Thinlits, and they are just adorable. We're going to be using this big, huge Thinlit for this stamp, or this card. I just think this is a wonderful, beautiful hot air balloon. And then we're also going to be using, I think, one of each. I think I'll do one of each. I don't know, I hadn't quite decided, but I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm also going to be stamping with some of these stamps, and I'm going to use Dapper Denim on this card along with Calypso Coral. So I think the only ink I need is the Dapper Denim, I think right now. But I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock that is cut in half from an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and it is cut on the short side at 4 1/4 and then scored at 5 1/2, so it makes an A2 sized card. And this is one that's we're going to open at the top like this. And then I have a piece of Calypso Coral cut to fit as a layer, which is cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and then this is cut at 3 3/4 by 5, so it fits right in there. And then I have a piece of white cardstock that I actually skipped a layer and went down another size. So instead of 1/4 of an inch smaller than this one, it's a 1/2 inch smaller than this one. So you can see that you can see a little more of the blue than you can of the Calypso Coral. So a little more Dapper Denim shows than Calypso Coral. So that's how we did that one. And then I'm going to be die cutting out this beautiful balloon on this, and I think I'm going to also die cut out another balloon on this, so I will need my Calypso Coral ink because I'm going to stamp the ink on, I'm going to use the same color on this. And then I'm going to be stamping directly onto this piece of paper, and I might cut out another one using this piece of Whisper White, so I just have it as scrap. So before I do that, let's go ahead and stamp on these. This one doesn't have a stamp. The largest balloon is detailed enough that you don't need a stamp with that one. That one doesn't have to, that one doesn't get stamped. This will get stamped, so let me, and this is the smallest balloon. So the smallest balloon, I will stamp in the Calypso Coral. Just like that. And you know what? I think I'm going to do 2 of them. I don't know if I'll use both of them, but I'll have both of them in case I do. And then I think I'm going to use this bigger one. And I'm going to do this one in the Dapper Denim. Okay, and then before I stamp anything else, although I do think I'm going to stamp directly on the card front with this, so I'm going to leave it like this, put it to the side so I don't get ink anywhere. I'm going to go ahead and die cut out my pieces that I know that I want die cut. So I'll move these over. I know I want this big Dapper Denim to be that big hot air balloon. This piece of Dapper Denim is going to get the second to largest hot air balloon. And this piece of Calypso Coral is going to get the smallest hot air balloon, which slid underneath my machine. I stamped this one better, so I'm going to cut that one out first. And then I'm just carefully going to put this on top. And then run it through my machine. And then I'll go back Isn't that cute? Same with that one. And then this one, I try to lift up as much as I can so that I don't have to clean it off this messy piece of acrylic that I have on the bottom. And I can put this away. And we offer this die cutting brush and foam set, which is actually pretty handy. It helps to take all these little pieces off and out of this die cut so that it's ready for next time. And it just helps take all these pieces out. You can see them like flying around. It really is a wonderful little fun thing to do. And if you just kind of go all different areas, lots of times you can get all of them off without having to put any effort into it at all. If for some reason some of them are stubborn and they want to stick, as you can see there's a few here, if you use the paper piecing tool and just kind of pop them out, it's super easy. Some of these just don't want to come out. Come out wherever you are. Well, I know where you are. I can see you. There we go. And then if you take this and brush along the edges of this, it gets all of the little pieces off of the metal die cut so that you can reuse it again easily. And then this I just take to the trash can and kind of bang it against my desk to get all those little pieces off. And sometimes I have been known to put it away with a couple little pieces on it like this, where you can see that there's a piece here and there's a piece here. I'll just put it away with the little pieces on it, but if you're pickier than I am, by all means you can get them all off. And I just store it up here in my top drawer so that I have it when I need it. So now what I'm going to do is take my card. Well, actually, first what I'll do is I'll put these away. I really need to put this on my what? On my, can't think right now, magnetic sheet. I just haven't done that yet. But I try to put this away right away because these little dies, if you lose them, you're going to be upset with yourself. So I try to put them away right away so I know that I have them and I won't lose them and they're where they're supposed to be and all that jazz. So I'm going to go ahead and start assembling this card so that I can see how it looks. That way I'll know where I need to stamp. So I'm going to put my Calypso Coral on first. And then my Dapper Denim. And I'm using my ATG gun, but it's the same thing as your snail adhesive. If you have that, you could use that instead. And then now before I put this down, I'm going to just pretend I'm putting it down. I'm going to see what I need to stamp. I know I want to put some clouds in here, and I want this to be amongst the clouds, and this will be amongst the clouds, and this will be amongst the clouds. And yeah, I think that's good. I don't know that I need to put any more. I was thinking I might need to put a couple hot air balloons in here, but I don't really think I do. I think if I just put some clouds in here, I'd be in good shape. So let's get out the Dapper Denim. And I had my hot air balloon over here ready to be stamped, but I don't think I need to stamp it. So I'm going to clean it off. And instead, I will use my clouds. This one and this one. I'll just have a piece of scrap paper. I'm just filling the sky with some clouds, and I'm going to take off one of them, the small one. I'm going to do the big one a couple more times. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I think I have this piece of scrap paper. I'm just going to cover up that cloud just a little bit. Do it like that. Dropped it over here. That's okay. Okay. Stamp down. There we go. Just filled the sky with different stamps, or different clouds. Cleaning my stamps off. Close my ink up. Take my scraps. Put them away. Take my stamps. Put them away. Put my block away. And then I can finish assembling the card. And I'm just going to use my ATG. I could use dimensionals here, but I don't think I want to. And if I wanted to put a sentiment down, I could do that as well, but I didn't want to do that either. I kind of want... Looking at this, I almost wish I hadn't stamped this middle so it would be all white underneath him. I think that's okay. It's all right. So I'm going to take my fine tip glue pen and I'm going to put it around the edges of this guy. You don't need a ton of glue. A little bit goes a long way, but I like to put it in a lot of areas just to be sure that it's going to stick it down the way I want it to. So I'm going to put this right here. Now, I'm going to take dimensionals. Put that right there. I'm going to put this one up here, I think. And I don't think I'm going to use a dimensional. I think I'm just going to put a little snail on it and put him right here. Now if you wanted to put a sentiment on here, you could do it down here at the bottom, but I'm kind of leaving it as just an all occasion card, so I can either put a sentiment on it when I decide to send it, or, which I do a lot, or I will just not put a sentiment on it at all and just write whatever it is that I want to write. So there we go. There is a bonus card. I just love this beautiful die cut hot air balloon. I wanted to use that again. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.